Dean James III. Right-wing Tribune, Nineveh, Iraq. Security troops have transferred more than 100 Islamic State members to Baghdad to carry out death sentences issued against them, a top police source reported on Tuesday. Speaking to Al Ghad Press, the source from Nineveh police said 150 Islamic State members, who have death sentences issued against them, were transferred with security troops from Nineveh to Baghdad. The militants, according to the source, admitted to intimidating the citizens, joining Islamic State, killing and looting. Over the past few years, transferring the members will be followed by implementing the sentences, he said, adding that all the militants are Iraqis. Many ISIS members were detained during liberation battles that freed cities, which were recaptured by the militant group in 2014, Iraqi News reported. In April, the Central Criminal Court in Baghdad has sentenced 5 female militants, 2 of whom are Azeri and 3 others are from Kyrgyzstan, to death over involvement with Islamic State. Life sentences were issued against 5 female convicts, 2 of whom are Russian, an Azeri one and a French one. Meanwhile, in Baghdad, Iraq, the Higher Judicial Council has revealed issuing over 800 verdicts from Nineveh Criminal Court, including around 200 death sentences and 150 life sentences to convicts over terrorism charges, Iraqi News reports. In a statement on Wednesday, Abdul Sattar Bayraktar, spokesperson for the High Judicial Council, said the estimates issued by the criminal courts showed that verdicts were issued against 815 convicts, with 212 death sentences and 150 life sentences. The higher rate of the verdicts, according to Bayraktar, were against Islamic State militants. Earlier this week, the Iraqi Justice Ministry has announced carrying out death sentences against 13 convicts, most of whom are involved in terrorism. Earlier in the week, Iraqi judiciary sentenced 7 foreign women of various nationalities to death and/or life in jail over affiliation with Islamic State militants. The Supreme Judicial Council said in a statement that the Central Criminal Court sentenced 3 Azerbaijanis and 1 Kyrgyz to death, while issuing a life sentence for 2 Russians and a French national. Earlier news reports quoted AFP identifying the French nationer as 29-year-old Jamila Botowato. Earlier this month, 6 Turkish females were sentenced to death over affiliation to Islamic State. In March, the Central Criminal Court in Baghdad has sentenced 13 Turkish women to death over the same charge. The same court sentenced a number of women to life and death over belonging to Islamic State. Some of them were Azeri, Turkish and Iraqi. In February, an Iraqi court ordered deporting a French female jihadist to her country after serving a 7-year jail term. 15 Turkish females were sentenced to life in the same month over their membership with Islamic State. Iraq is holding hundreds of foreign wives and children of Islamic State militants who were captured as Iraqi forces gradually seized back territories held by the extremist group since 2014. The government declared victory over ISIS last December, however, observers warn that the group still poses a security threat with sleeper cells. Authorities say they are coordinating with other countries to extradite those held who are not convicted of terrorism. God bless. Dean James III. Right-wing Tribune. Be sure to follow us on Nation in Distress and America's Freedom Fighters on Facebook.